Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I would do differently from other agents if I was brand new to real estate and I wanted to make sure that I'd have a very successful real estate career. I wrote this down and I want you to write it down. You become unstoppable when you work on things that cannot be taken away from you. That is what I'm going to talk to you about. Because as a real estate agent, it's very easy to be going back and forth depending on what's happening with interest rates, with the real estate market, with the economy, with the competition, with commissions. Everything affects the way real estate agents behave and the amount of business they do. When you work on things that can't be taken away from you, you're unstoppable. You're not a product of outside external circumstances anymore. So what are the three things? I'm going to give it to you, three things, write it down, and then I'm going to elaborate on each of them so you understand, okay, what do I do with this now? I'm going to tell you what to do. The first one I wrote down are communication skills. When you develop highly effective communication skills, nobody can take that away from you, doesn't matter what's happening out there. The second one is your mindset, your way of thinking, what's going on in your head. And the third thing that no one can take away from you is your discipline and the habits that you develop. All right, so you got the three. Communication skills. I want you to write this down. You are in the business of communicating. Real estate is going to require you to talk to people in order to get clients, close transactions, take listings, get them priced right. Communication skills are required. And when you develop these skills, no one can take them away. By the way, when we talk about skills, you think about scripts, right? What to say. On the description of this video, there's a link for you to download my free script book. It's a brand new script book. The scripts are the same. The script book is new. And you'll have access to all of my scripts. And that's critical because the words that come out of your mouth are very important. However, I want you to write this down. Only 7% of communication comes from words. 38% from tonality, and 55% from body language, because your body language affects your tonality. So basically, you're going to have the script book. Now you need to know how to deliver these scripts, because that's 93% of communication. So I wrote this down. The more skilled you are, the more listings you take, the more money you make. Period. End of story. And the scripts that you're going to find in my script book are written. I created them so that you can set more appointments, get them priced right, and take listings that sell. That's the goal. If you don't want to set appointments, if you just want to make calls to say that you're working and trying to do something, then you don't need to use my scripts. There are plenty of other scripts out there that make no sense. So you're downloading my scripts. Now you need to learn how to deliver them. I wrote this down. You need to develop the ability to deliver the scripts in a conversational manner. How are you going to do that? Because when you first look at the script book, the scripts are all new to you. You start reading them, or if you make a phone call and you read the script, you're going to sound scripted. That's normal. Everybody starts that way. It's going to sound scripted because you're reading a script and you don't own that script yet. You don't have it memorized, internalized. So your number one priority when it comes to communication skills is memorize, internalize to the point where you own the scripts. And when you say them, you sound conversational. If you watch several of the videos in my YouTube channel, role plays, live calls, Facebook's expireds, you're going to hear me using scripts. I don't sound scripted. I did 28 years ago when I got into real estate. I don't anymore because I put in the time to practice and make literally tens of thousands of calls. So I learned it's not going to require 28 years and thousands of calls. Well, every day I was getting better from day one in real estate, because by practicing, you have to practice. You got to read the scripts over and over and over and over and over. That's how you memorize it. That's how you memorize lyrics to songs, right? You listen to it over and over and over. If you read it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, you memorize it. That's how you're going to memorize the scripts. And when you have them memorized and then you go a step beyond, internalize, own it, all of a sudden it becomes the way that you speak. So now it's conversational, because in the end, you want to use effective scripts. You don't want to like make stuff up as you go, like say whatever you want. That's not effective. I know what's effective. That's why I'm giving you the scripts. But you have to believe in what you're saying. You got to memorize it so you have a conversation with people. And once you have a powerful conversation with them and you own the scripts, you'll be able to listen intently to what they're saying. Actually listen, not just hear. That's another communication skill. Listening skills. You have to be able to pay attention to what they're saying and stay focused. You can't get on the phone. I mean, you can in the beginning, you're going to do that and just be reading the script. I did that. Everybody starts there. But obviously, your chances of having a powerful conversation when you're reading the script and you're not really even listening to what they're saying because you're just worried about what you're going to say next, your effectiveness goes down. So conversational, listening skills, all going to come out of you internalizing the scripts. Then the skill, communication skill of mimicking and matching. I want you to write this down. People like people who are like themselves. When you call someone and they sound angry on the phone and they're frustrated, and you can tell because of the energy, right? See, tonality. You can tell immediately if they're frustrated and angry. You need to be able to match that energy, their rate of speech, the volume of their voice. The only way you can do that is when you are listening intently. And to listen intently, you need to internalize and own the script. So all of these communication skills are tied into the very foundation of you owning the script. Read them, reread them out loud as fast as you can. Write them, rewrite them, whatever it takes. My first year in real estate, I used to spend an hour a day reading scripts out loud as fast as I could, over and over and over. Not an hour all at once. I would do 15 minutes, another 20 minutes in the afternoon, another half hour later. But I used to spend an hour a day. And I can tell you that within a few months, couple of months, and I was doing all of the scripts. Let's say you take my script book, there are lots of scripts there, and you just go in order and you're reading every script, all the objection handlers, the closes, the listing presentation. I used to do that. Sounds a little crazy, but that is what it takes to master these skills that, again, no one can take away from you. Number two, that cannot be taken away from you, your mindset, your way of thinking, your belief in yourself. This is something you're going to have to work on. When I say the word mindset, I want you to write this down. What does that mean? It's a habitual mental pattern that determines how you interpret and how you respond to situations. It's a habit. Mindset is a habit, and habits can be changed. And when you develop the belief in yourself, when you're positive, you know what you're going after, you know you can do it, it's game over. Okay, you have no competition. It doesn't matter what's happening in the market. It doesn't matter if you move across the country, you start over without sphere of influence. You can get on the phone, you can talk to people, you could take listings. I know I can do that, and a lot of my clients know that they can do that, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's going on out there, where you move to. If there are houses for sale, you'll be able to take those listings and get them sold. How do you develop this kind of mindset? You're gonna have to make a conscious decision to put positive stuff in your head. If you don't do that, meaning take the initiative, I'm gonna read motivational, inspirational books, things that make me feel great, that make me feel positive, that make me believe in myself. You gotta do that. You gotta listen to that kind of stuff. Watch videos that make you feel like that, that motivate and inspire you. You gotta read books that create that for you. You have to set some inspiring, exciting goals for yourself. These are all mindset things. You have to do it. I'm telling you what to do. Now you gotta go out and do it. You gotta apply it, and you will see what I'm talking about. It will change who you are, and it will change your business completely. And the last thing I wrote down that nobody can take away from you is your discipline. Now, I know some people hear the word discipline like, I don't want to be disciplined. That's restricting. I just want to do whatever I want. Okay. When you develop discipline, you're going to have a lot more freedom to do whatever you want in your life than if you're an undisciplined person. Discipline is a form of freedom. That's a little excerpt of one of my favorite quotes. It is a form of freedom. When you don't have the discipline, the initiative to do the things that you know you need to do to develop your business, to take listings, you know you're supposed to do it, but you can't get yourself to do it. Day in, day out, day in, day out. How do you feel? You feel guilty. You feel like fearful. You have doubt that you can do it. And the more you stay in that state, the more you doubt yourself, the more you fear what you have to do, and the more guilty you feel. So people they don't want to be disciplined. They want to do whatever they want and live like that without fear and guilt. It's a lot easier to just not listen to the negative voice in your head and do what you're supposed to do. It's in the beginning, it's not easy. Once you develop the habit, discipline, habit go hand in hand. Once you develop those productive habits, it is easy because you don't have to think about it anymore. It's not like, well, I feel like it, I don't feel like it. You just do it because it's a habit. You wake up in the morning, you go brush your teeth. You don't think about it. Should I brush my teeth today? I don't feel like it. Well, you know what? Oh, you get up and you go and you do it. We all have some productive habits and we have some unproductive ones, and you're going to have to make the decision. And by the way, your mindset is going to help you develop the habits and the discipline required. But think about it. I'll repeat what I said to you in the beginning of this video. You develop effective, powerful communication skills, a strong mindset, and discipline. No one will ever take that away from you. And it's not only going to make your real estate career amazing, it's going to help every aspect of your life. Thanks for watching. Put your comments, questions below. Make sure you download my free script book, and I'll see you on the next video.